Chapter 8 Accountancy, and topic is reissue of forfeited shares. So earlier when the company forfeited the shares, then company has a right that company can reissue those shares. So reissue of forfeited share is not an issue of shares but selling the shares that were issued earlier and were cancelled by the company. So this line is, I think, clear. It does not mean the company will be doing all the issue procedures, because company is a legal entity. So every time company has to perform the legal formalities for doing anything. So at the time of original issue of shares also, company must have performed some legal formalities. So but at this time when the company is going to reissue the shares, so at this time the whole of the formalities will not be done. Actually it is not issuing again, it is just the selling these shares. So no installments will be there at the time of reissue of the shares. Only the in lump sum the share will be reissued. Lump sum amount will be given, and the shares will be issued. So when the shares will be reissued, again the company will be receiving the bank balance. Company will be getting money, so bank will be debited, and again the increase share capital will be increased, because at the time of cancellation of shares we have decreased the share capital, we have debited the share capital. So now again we are going to credit the share capital. Okay. So and one more thing, these forfeited shares may be reissued by the company at par, at premium, even at discount. Okay, original issue is not allowed at discount. There I told you only two cases, at par, at premium. But reissue of shares can be there at par, at premium, and at discount. All the three cases we will be considering. Okay, and this is the next portion of the 8 marker question. Till now, 8 marker questions we have done. They were not completed questions, and this will be the last part of the 8 marker full-fledged question. So company has issued the shares, then company has forfeited the shares, then further company has reissued the forfeited shares. And how, what will be the terms of reissue, that will be depending on the question. Either those shares can be reissued at discount or premium or at par. Par means 10 wala share 10 में issue हो रहा है. Premium means more than face value. The share which was of rupees 10, now we are issuing at 12. Discount means at the lesser price. We are issuing the shares comparatively at the lesser price. Okay. So first entry in the case of par. Suppose the share was of rupees 10 and we are issuing at the 10 only. So bank account debit to share capital. Here need not to open the application account, the allotment account, first call account, second call account. All these accounts will not be opened. Why? Because the shares can be reissued only in lump sum, only in one installment, so need not to open any account. I told you one thing, that this is not actually the issue of the shares, this is the selling of the shares. So company is selling the shares. Okay, so share capital will be increased and the bank will be also increased. Bank is an asset, so when asset is increased it is debit, and share capital is an internal liability for the business. So when internal liability is increasing, it is also credited. So the entry will be bank account debit to share capital account. Okay. Discount we will consider later on. First we will discuss only the par and the premium. And suppose the shares are issued at premium, then the entry will be bank account debit. Same entry, basic entry, bank account debit to share capital, and one more account will be there, that will be the SPR account, securities premium reserve account. Okay. Tell me, both the entries are clear, because I don't think there is something new. Both the entries are very simple and easy entry. Clear? First entry at the time of reissue, bank account debit to share capital when the shares are issued at par. Second entry, if the shares are reissued at premium, then bank account debit to share capital account to SPR. So remember that in the first portion, question will be the same as we were doing earlier. Then we need to forfeit the shares. Then at last, this will be the final entry. Any of these will be the final entry, and this will be the ending of the question. Okay. So first, take one example. Discount we will discuss in tomorrow class or in the next class. Okay. So like this, you can take one example. Wait a minute. Yes. Yes, this is the question, illustration number 49. So Navlakshmi Limited forfeited 500 shares. So these are the type of question in which we need not to do the full-fledged question, because here we are just trying to understand the concept. So we need to pass here only the forfeiture entry, then the reissue entry. Only two entries. Third entry I have not told you till now. Okay. Only the forfeiture entry and the reissue entry. You need to pass only two entry for all the cases. Navlakshmi Limited forfeited 500 shares of 10 each. So number of shares to be forfeited is 500 of rupees 10 each. For the non-payment of first call of rupees 3 per share. Okay. So why these shares are forfeited? The shareholder has not paid the amount of first call, which is rupees 3. So make a table for yourself. And the final call of rupees 2 per share is yet to be made. What does it mean? Yet to be made. Final call of rupees 2 per share is yet to be made. Yes, what does it mean? It means, yes, very good, Harshita, very good, Shubhangi. It means 2 rupees call is not made by the company till now. It means the called up value of the share is 8. Very good. It's not unpaid, Mitali. It means yet to be made means company has not made the second call till now. So it means the called up value of the share is not 10, it's 8. Okay. Because the call which we have not called up till now can't be the part of the called up value. So 10 rupees share is the face value of the share. And from this value, we have to subtract the final call value of 2, which is still not paid. Still not made. Okay. So 10 minus 2, 8. 8 is the called up. So in the case 1, the person has not paid the first call. So out of 8, you have to bifurcate in two parts, paid and unpaid. Out of 8, what is paid, please tell me, and what is unpaid? Out of 8 rupees, what is paid and what is unpaid? Yes, it is very much clearly mentioned in the question itself for the non-payment of first call of rupees 3 per share. It means out of 8, 3 is unpaid and 5 is paid. So unpaid will be transferred to call scenario and paid will be transferred to share forfeited. Okay, do the first entry. Okay, do the first entry. Do the first entry, please. Total 8 is there. Why 8 is there? As the final call of rupees 2 per share is yet to be made. Yet to be made means till now they have not made the first call. Okay, so it's yet to be made. So 8 is the called up value. And this called up value you have to divide in two parts. Yes, 8 is the called up value, and this called up value will be divided in two parts. Yes, please give me the journal entry if possible. If anyone has done the first entry, please tell me. Yes, I am waiting. Case 1 only. और अभी तो हम केस 1 पे पहुंचे भी नहीं है. मैंने सिर्फ आपको 4 फीचर की एंट्री बोला है, एंड द एंट्री फॉर 4 फीचर विल बी कॉमन फॉर ऑल द केसेस. Yes, very good, very good. Share capital, very good. So yes, this will be the first entry. Share capital 500 into 8. Why 8? Why not 10? You have to make understand this thing that why 8? Because the face value of the share was rupees 10. But till now, company has not made second call due. Because it is clearly mentioned in the question, the final call of rupees 2 per share is yet to be made. Yet to be made means till now company has not called it up. Okay, so this will be subtracted. So 500 into 8, 4000. Now this 4000 will be divided in two parts. The amount which he has paid, that will be transferred to share forfeited account. Which he has not paid, that will be the calls in arrear. Here share first call is mentioned, and one thing I have told you, that every time you have to transfer it to calls in arrear account. Okay, so entry will be 500 into 8, which is 4000. Share forfeited account 500 into 5, which is 2500. And share first call account 500 into 3, which is 1500. Okay, now please do the entry for reissue of these shares for case 4. Okay, for case 4, reissue entry, which I have told you in the previous case. Reissue entry means bank account debit. I'm going back to the reissue entry. Yes, this entry. These 3 are the issue entry for 3 cases. 2 I have told you. So that's why I'm not asking for third one. Second entry, which 2 I have told you, shares are issued at par, reissued at par, shares are reissued at premium. Par means the share which was having the face value of 10, that is issued only for 10. And premium means the share which was having the face value of 10, that was issued more than 10. So these 2 cases I have explained. So bank account debit to share capital if the at par. Second, bank account debit to share capital to SPR if the share is issued for more than 10. Okay, so I'm going back. Discount case will be of one complete class, so that's why today we are not doing the discount case. So in next class we will be discussing the discount case. Little bit complicated, that's why. So we will do it separately. If the shares are issued for 12 as fully called up means 10. You will be not considering here 8. Fully called up means you have assumed that the share is fully called up. Fully called up means 10. It means you are selling the share of rupees 10 in rupees 12. So 2 rupee is the securities premium reserve. Okay. 2 rupee here is the securities premium reserve. You are selling fully called up means the face value of share is fully called up. You have assumed means 10 rupees, and you are selling that 10 rupee shares in 12 rupees. So the difference, you are selling in more price. So the difference 2 rupee is the SPR, securities premium reserve. Yes, very good. Many students have given me entry. Very good. Divya, Dishank, Toshit, Varun, very good. So this will be the entry. Bank account debit 500 into 12, 6,000. Okay. Share capital account 5,000, SPR 1,000. 1,000. Okay. So am I correct with this entry? Please tell me. ये वाली एंट्री क्लियर है आप लोगों को? बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट 500 into 12, 6,000. Share capital 500 into 10, 5,000, because capital will be made with the face value, and 2 rupee is the premium, so 500 into 2, 1,000. Yes. Okay, let's move to the last entry, completion of the topic. So if you remember that at the time of, yes, come to the first entry. If you remember that in this entry we have opened share forfeited account. Okay, so now these shares were forfeited and afterwards these were reissued. So share forfeited account will remain open until the shares are reissued. Okay. Once the shares are, whole of the shares are reissued, then we need to close it account. Close this account. Okay. So this account is credited with 2,500. So we need to close it account. So it will be debited. Okay. Yes. Am I correct? This will be debited. I have told you that the account which we want to close will be reversed. Reversed means if earlier it is credited, then it will be debited. If it is debited, then it will be credited with the same amount. Okay. So share forfeited account here was credited with the 2,500. Okay. So now we need to close this account. And in the beginning of the concept, I told you that this is a profit for the company. but this is not a revenue nature profit. Revenue nature profit means the profit which we are earning on regular basis just because of sale of goods and services. Either we are selling the goods or we are rendering the services, but this is of irregular nature profit. It is rather a capitalized nature profit, and all the capitalized nature profits are transferred to capital reserve. Yes. So we need to transfer, we need to close this account by debiting it, and a new account will be opened for this purpose. That account will be credited, and this new account is to capital reserve account. Okay. So the entry will be share forfeited account debit to capital reserve account with the amount which was there in the share forfeited account, 2500. So 2500. So the account will be credited with 2500. Am I clear? So basically, in the concept of forfeiture of shares, there are three entries. Please try to understand. Three entries are there, three journal entries always will be there. First, regarding the forfeiture of share, when we have cancelled the share just because the shareholder had become defaulter. Second entry, yes, Mitali has raised the hand. Yes, Mitali, I have unmuted you, beta. Yes, what do you want to say?
नो
Yes,
मैम, हाँ
Mitali.
मैंने पहले किया था जब आप ये आंसर बता रहे
Okay,
थे।
okay, beta. So three entries are there. Listen carefully. Otherwise, topic will be incomplete as very less time is left. So three entries will be there wherever forfeiture concept will be there. So three entries will be there. So introduction of forfeiture share, that is the at the time of when you are forfeiting the shares. So one entry we need to pass. What is that entry? Share capital account debit to share forfeited to call scenario. Capital will be debited with the amount called up. Forfeited will be credited with the amount unpaid. Okay, and the call scenario will be credited with the amount forfeited will be credited with the amount paid, and call scenario will be credited with the amount unpaid. First entry, shares are forfeited. In second entry, we need to reissue the shares. Reissue bank account debit to share capital. Okay, bank account debit to share capital. If the shares are issued at premium, then bank account debit to share capital to SPR, securities premium. So in this entry, we are reissuing the shares again, but this entry will be passed only when the it is mentioned in the question. Okay, you yourself will not be passing this entry, but remember that if you have passed the second entry, then the third entry must be there. Okay, third entry, closing of the forfeited share account. Why third entry is must at the time of second entry if you have passed? Because second entry, passing of second entry means you have reissued the shares. There is no forfeited shares. So if there is no forfeited shares, then there is no need of forfeited share account. So that account will be closed. How that will be closed? By transferring the difference to capital reserve. Now one question must be arising in your mind, that why only in capital reserve? So I have also told you this thing, that forfeited share is a capitalized nature of profit, not a revenue nature of profit. Okay, so all the capitalized profits are transferred to capital reserves, and all the revenue nature profits are transferred to profit and loss account. And sometime in profit and loss account, statement of profit and loss account. If we are selling goods and we are getting profit, then it is transferred to uh, statement of profit and loss account. Clear? So as it is a capitalized nature of profit, so that's why it will be transferred to capital reserve account. In balance sheet, it will be displayed in one reserve, that is capital reserve, and the share forfeited account is completely closed. So whenever shares are reissued, then this entry you need to pass. If the shares are not reissued, then this entry will not be passed. Okay, so